Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Hope all of you are able to see and hear me. Hope all of you are able to see and hear me, please. Welcome, everybody, to this JEE Mains 2022 session. In this session, we'll discuss everything about JEE Mains. Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to this session. Welcome to Spark Academy. Okay, great. So I can see that many of the students have joined the session, and we'll have a look at the JEE Mains 2022 dates which have been announced yesterday. So what should be your preparation plan? What should be your step-by-step process to register for the exam? What is the pattern of the exam? Everything we will be discussing in today's session in the next half an hour. So I once again welcome you all to Spark Academy. So we have a lot of regular sessions on YouTube, and we are also planning to start a special JEE series on our YouTube channel as well. So thanks again for joining the session. So if you have any doubts, you can keep posting them in the comments, and I will clarify that at the end of the session or wherever it's required. So as we are seeing students joining, so firstly I would like to ask you to download our app. So you can download our app. You have a lot of interesting study material, chapter-wise tests, grant tests. We also gave a free grant test access to everybody. So you can download our Spark Academy app. And this is the notification which you got yesterday. Yesterday the JEE Mains 2022 official notification was out on the NTA website. So this is the main information which is required. So the key points which you need to remember is this year there are only 2 sessions. So we expected 4 sessions, but they are only conducting 2 sessions. You have one in April and the other in May. You have it in mid-April, 16th of April to 21st of April, depending on the slot you get. This is again not under your control. You are given on the basis of availability, and there's a lot of randomness to it. So you should be prepared to write the exam from 16th to 21st April, or in the second slot it is from 24th to 29th May. So April and May, the best of the 2 are considered. Coming to the pattern of the paper is the same pattern as the previous year, which is you are expected to answer 25 out of 30 questions. So every subject you have 30 questions. First section 20 marks. The second section, first section you have 20 questions. You have to answer all 20. In the second section, it's a numeric type of section. 10 questions are asked, you have to answer only 5. So this is in all subject, maths, physics and chemistry. So total 25 into 3, 75 questions. The marking scheme for the section, first section is +4 and -1. For the numeric types it's +4 and 0. There's no negative marking for the numeric type of questions, plus you have a choice. So total 300 mark paper. And normalization is also done. I'll explain you about normalization later. Best of the 2 scores is considered, please, for the JEE exam. Alright. So let's look at the next aspect of it. So you know the dates, you know the pattern of the paper, and how do you apply. So now we will look at the step-by-step process for applying JEE Mains 2022. So basically you have 4 simple steps. You have to first register online. You have an online registration process in the NTA website. You have to fill in the application form. You need to upload your scanned photocopy and signature, which also has specific specifications, and then you need to pay the examination fee. These are the 4 steps. This was the same process in JEE Mains 2021 as well. The same process is being followed. That is why you are seeing 2021 here. So first step, you need to click on this icon, please. you need to click on new registration. So once you click on the new registration, you will be getting a detailed page of instructions how to set passwords and all of that. You need to check the box here and you need to check the box here. You are given a small box, you need to tick and you need to click on proceed. So once you click here, you will be getting the detailed basic registration form, which is the candidate name, father name, mother name, identity proof, your complete address, district and permanent address, and you need to enter the CAPTCHA code. Same as how you use your social media accounts, it's the same. And then you need to click on this submit button. Once you do this, your exam preference, you can give your exam city preference and then you can upload your education details. You can upload your detailed education details, which is your 10th class, 12th, your 10th, your 12th. You have to choose your qualifying exam, which is either the state board or the CBSE board. You need to choose that, the place of schooling, the type of school and college, the board, year of passing and the result mode. If you are still studying in 12th, you need to choose 12th, otherwise completed 12th. And you need to put in your hall ticket number as well. This is the basic education information which is required. Okay? There is no negative marking, Manish. In the integer type of questions, there is no negative marking at all. No negative marking in the integer type of questions. So again I am repeating, you have two sections in any paper, section A, section B. Section A 20 questions, these are multiple choice questions. Section B 10 questions which are integer questions. Out of the integer questions in 10, you have to attempt only 5. No negative, +4 and 0 for this, no negative marking. For the multiple choice questions, +4 and -1. I hope it is clear to you, Manish. So once you fill up this school form, then you will have a review page. So you need to click on I agree and you need to check what all particulars you have given, like your name, your father's name, mother's name, date of birth. You need to check if you have filled it up or not, and then you need to click on I agree and submit it. So the first step is completed. So the registration form process will be completed if you do the same. The next step which you need to do is the application form. So in the application form, you need to mention your parents' income details. This is for EWS students especially. Mention clearly what is your annual income. Depending on this only, your EWS reservation, you are eligible. And also OBC creamy, non-creamy layer. So fill it up carefully, put in the security pin, and then comes your photograph as well as signature. You need to have a passport size photograph in a JPG format. It should be a clear, latest photograph. Clear and latest. So if you are exceeding the size, then use some tools like you just type image reducer on YouTube, on Google, you'll directly get one website where you can reduce the size. And even signature, again it should be in a JPG format. Again and for signature try to use a plain paper. On a plain paper, sign it clearly and then take a clear picture or clearly scan it. Guys, till last year there was an important thing. You were given a window for correcting the application form. From this year onwards, there is no window to correct the application. So you have to fill the complete form carefully because there is no correction window. If you give any wrong information, then you can't change it again. So please, step by step, do it extremely carefully. Is that clear? I hope it is clear because there is no correction window this year. They are trying to save time, and I think March 31st is the last date of application. March 31st is the last date of application for this. And this is how the candidate signature should look like. So it should be a rectangular box. So imagine a rectangular box and you have to sign it there. Alright? So once you do these steps, the registration form which talks about your basic details, the application form which talks about your income and other details, and your passport size photograph and signature. Once you do it, you can move to the last step, which is application, paying the fees. So you can click on pay examination fee. Once you do that, you will be redirected to either SBI or other bank. You can use UPI also, or a debit card, credit card, anything you can use. And once you do that, once you make the payment, you will be arriving at a confirmation page. You are expected to take a print of this and keep it ready. In the confirmation page, clearly your photograph as well as signature, you will be able to see. Whatever you have uploaded, if you are able to see clearly, that means you are on the right track. So these are the 4 steps which needs to be done. Any queries so far? Any queries? Ankit, is it so? We will just go through the application once again. So also after this, actually, your JEE, what they have done is, they have given you a frequently asked questions sheet. I will be sharing this in the Telegram as well as WhatsApp groups. So here you have your frequently asked questions sheet. So you can go through it. As you can see, only 2 sessions, correction facility, everything is given here. Everything is given here. So here I think they have also clearly mentioned about the pattern of the paper also. So what is JEE Mains? How do you fill up the form? How can the candidate appear? So they have given what all you need to get to the examination, everything. So there has been no change in the syllabus. It's the same as the last year. And the eligibility criteria is also given in detail. So it's best of 2, that is also mentioned. And as I told you, no correction. No correction. They haven't given any correction. Right? No opportunity. This point, 34th point, very important. No opportunity will be given for any corrections whatsoever. And these are the helpline numbers. So in case you face any issue, contact immediately. Contact the helpline number immediately, because they won't change it again. Alright? So date and slot, again you can't choose the date and slot. So that is also mentioned here. And it's an online paper based. I hope all of you are aware. It's a computer based test. It's a computer based test for the BTech examination. So that is also one more important point. So for all SC, ST, EWS students, you need to upload the latest certificate as well. You need to upload the caste certificate. For OBC, SC, ST, general category students, you can ignore that step. So I'm just seeing if there are any more questions, any more important information. So I think whatever are there, so what all you need to get for the examination also they mentioned. To the exam center, admit card, a hall ticket which will be issued after you fill up the form and all. One passport size photograph you need to carry, and you shouldn't carry any other things. Whatever is required, they provide you with rough sheets and all. Alright? So this is the change. I think Ankit, you were right. I wanted to convey that, but I think it came wrong. Look at this. So in both sections, the only change here is section A. Out of the 20 questions, these are multiple choice questions. +4 and -1. Section B also 5 out of 10 questions, it is again +4 -1. So for numeric type, there has been a negative marking introduced, but the rest of the format is the same. Yes, so this year they have actually introduced negative marking for the second part as well. So earlier years it was like this, which was what I have mentioned, which was till you the negative marking was not there for the section B. So whatever I had mentioned it here was for the previous year. This was a 2021 pattern. This is 2021 pattern. For 2022, it is +4 and -1. So I hope you are clear now. That is the only change in the pattern. So I hope you are clear, please. All right. Fine. So these were some of the things which I wanted to discuss in detail. So I wanted to go through the frequently asked questions sheet also. This they have done it exclusively for you so that any doubt you have will be there in the sheet. Still, if you get any more queries, you can feel free to contact us. Our contact numbers are given, or you can message us on our Telegram channel in the chats, or Spark Academy students, we are available to you 24/7 anyway. There's a chat option available in the app as well, so you can do that. So this is about the pattern. Any doubts so far, guys? So far in the application process? Everybody? In the application process, any doubts so far? Any doubts, any clarification? So most of the process is same as the previous year, only two major changes. One is in the section B, there is a negative marking. And also apart from the section B, there are only 2 times you can attempt this year, unlike 4 attempts the previous year. So you have to be on your game. So once you download Spark Academy's app, you have daily access to on-demand, live and recorded sessions. You have tests. We have a Telegram group where we conduct quizzes, so you can check out our courses. We are also launching one exclusive JEE crash course for Spark Academy students. Anyway, we are conducting classes for JEE, but exclusively those who want JEE preparation, we are launching an exclusive crash course which is starting from 9th. From 9th of March, we are starting a JEE crash course that will be there till May. So more details will be shared with you in the Telegram group. Make sure you join that. Now I have also given the list of the topics to focus on. So whatever the thing, since you have very little time now, you just have hardly 1.5 month time or slightly less than that. I have given few very important topics to focus on. So I will be sharing this document. So your focus should be on these topics, because traditionally what we observed after the change in the pattern last few years, many questions were asked from these topics. So if you want, you can take a screenshot now immediately, or I'll also be sharing this document once the session is done, so you can have access to all the topics which are to be discussed. Now last minute preparation tips again for Spark Academy students also. The first grand test is open now. So you need to ensure that whenever you are writing any test, your accuracy is greater than 85%. Attempt the paper in rounds, that is round 1, you have to always try to solve the easy medium questions subject wise. You can start with any subject, that I leave it to you as a strategy. So I traditionally start with math, then do chemistry, then come back to physics. I'll solve all easy questions in maths, then physics, then chemistry, then come back to round 2, which is slightly lengthy or difficult questions. So you need to attempt 2 to 3 mock tests minimum this month, and probably 2 to 3, at least 2 to 3. Traditionally, I would tell my students 8 tests you need to attempt before your first JEE exam. Before your first JEE exam, 8 complete mock tests. You will have, you should only guess if you eliminated 2 options. Now your strategy will slightly change. Last year I was telling my students to guess the questions in numeric type because there was no negative marking. But since this year there is a negative marking, you need to be careful. You have to only guess if you are 100% sure, right? So no guesses actually for numeric questions. For multiple choice questions, you can guess if you are confused with two options. And close options and trap options also you need to look at. Refer the formula sheets and flashcards. This will be shared with all the Spark Academy students. So you can go through that. It's there in your online study material link. 40 to 50% of the score will get you a good rank. Close to 97 to 99 percentile you can achieve if you get 150 plus score, irrespective of the difficulty of the paper. So 150 is the bare minimum you need to aim for if you are looking for 97 to 99. If you are aiming for qualifying, 80 plus is what you need to look for. Again, it depends on the difficulty of the paper or a lot of other factors. So these are the last minute preparation tips. So if you want to make a timetable kind of a thing, every day you need to allocate time for all the subjects. I would say math, physics and chemistry. Focus on the previous year questions. We are starting one series soon on previous year questions on our YouTube channel. So you can all avail those for free. And Spark Academy students, you are also attending our classroom coaching program or our online coaching program. Doubts you can ask. All previous year questions, try to solve it now. That should be your goal. And the topics also I have mentioned. These topics you need to cover. So make a simple plan. Every day try to allocate 1.5 to 2 hours per subject for practice apart from the classes you are attempting. So you can study either in the morning or the night. So if you do that, you will be able to cover this. So this should be your plan now. You can't do everything. Focus on PYQs, previous year questions. So this is our YouTube channel where we are conducting a lot of classes. Some exciting sessions also we have planned up now that the dates are out. So we'll be discussing a lot of tricks, lot of previous year questions, all subjects. We are planning to have sessions of all the important topics which I have mentioned, and we are also conducting tests. So there's a first grand test which we are conducting in the next couple of days. So I'll be sending the instructions out to Spark Academy students specifically. Other students also, if you want to write the test, you can give us a buzz or you can call on the contact numbers. Alright? Abhinay, no, you should mention that you are studying in 12th class. So there's an option where you can choose that you are studying in 12th. Alright? Any other queries, please? Any other queries? Any other doubts? So this is more or less the JEE examination. One more important thing is the Telangana State Board dates are out. CBSE term 2 dates are also out. So JEE Mains is pretty close to your boards. So you need to be very careful in your preparation. I would say allocate 60-65% of your time for JEE, those who are writing boards. And 35 to 40% of your time for boards. This for the first attempt. Generally, when you are covering the JEE part, the boards part is also almost done. So there is no separate preparation required. But since the format of the paper is a little different, you need to spend some time for the boards. So allocate your time in those 2 hours, probably 1.5 hours you can study for the JEE exam, half an hour for your boards, be it your state board or the CBSE board and so on. So we need to be on our toes, we need to be on our game. I would still say March, complete March, allocate your time for JEE. April 1st onwards, probably you can start focusing completely, 35-40% on your boards. Write mock test, previous year questions, lot of material available to you in our Telegram group. We are there to help you. So you can contact us anytime. If you need any support for JEE Mains, you can contact this number 8977-525-461. Or Spark Academy students, you can use the chat feature in our app, or you can contact me. All of you know my contact anyway. So please ensure you're preparing well, and I want to see all of you not only qualifying for the JEE exam, but you all have to get 97 percentile plus in JEE Mains 1. So these are some of the points I wanted to discuss. I'll be sharing the sheet across also. Or any other doubts? Is it compulsory to write both the sections of the exam, or you can write any one? So Deepshika, you can write. So I mean, basically there's nothing to lose, right? It's best of two. So I would recommend write both, because you don't know, you might get a 97 percentile in the first attempt. In the second attempt, if you get 99 percentile, second will be considered. No? So write both. That is what I would say, unless it's clashing with some exam. And even if it clashes with some exam, you can drop a mail to JEE Mains and they will reschedule it. So you need not worry about it. Any other queries please, or we'll stop? Any other queries? So I hope all of you have understood in a broad way how to fill the JEE application form. If you're getting any queries, you can contact us. We will be helping you, but it's pretty straightforward. Be very careful. It's there is no correction window. Only 2 attempts. You can apply 1 attempt at a time. So right now the application is only open for the April slot. And ensure your photograph is clear, your signature is clear, and if you have a caste certificate, OBC, SC, ST, EWS students, you need to upload that as well. So preparation, previous year questions, chapter-wise tests, and grand tests should be your focus. Do a thorough analysis. Ensure your accuracy is 80-85%. Rest of it will be sorted. Contact any of the lecturers if you have any doubts. And I know all of you have been preparing hard from last 1 year, some of you from 2 years, 1.5 years. So this is the time. The exam is near, and we at Spark Academy are here to support you. So thank you. Thanks a lot everybody for joining. And please apply for JEE Mains immediately. Don't wait till the last date. I want all the students to apply as soon as possible. Please finish off by this weekend. Alright, thank you guys. If you like this video, you can do like the video and subscribe to our channel, and you can share it with all your friends. We want to reach out to all the people who are attempting JEE Mains, not only in Telangana and Andhra, but all over the country. So if you, for anybody who is looking to fill the application form, you can share this video. It will be useful for them. And thank you, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks a lot guys.